Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to McAD's Entertainment. I'm your host as always, Adam McGahee. Just wanted to say thank you all again for helping build this channel up like crazy. We are on the road to 5,900 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. This channel has seen incredible growth in the last year, and it's all thanks to your constant comments and support. You all are the true heroes. We continue once again in our series, breaking down the dreadful, decaying corpses of our beloved heroes and villains from the Marvel Zombies line of comics. In our last video, we covered the full gory story of the pulmonary-eating vigilante himself, Zombie Punisher. I will have that video linked in the title card and in the description below. In today's video, we'll be covering the brief but bloody tale of the brain-eating undead assassin herself, Zombie Black Widow. No, not even our girl Natasha Romanoff was safe from the hands of the mysterious disease that transformed her and countless other heroes into flesh-eating zombies. Similar to some of the other characters we have covered, Black Widow did in fact appear in the flashback scene of the Zombies episode of What If, where she responds to the initial outbreak with the other Avengers members. However, the group was not expecting a sneak attack from Zombie Hank Pym, who jumped Captain America and the others. Natasha did her best to defend herself, but was quickly overrun and infected by the zombie horde. While the exact plot to it is unclear, I wonder if we will see Natasha and all her undead glory in the upcoming Marvel Zombies animated series coming to Disney+. I certainly hope so. Regular human Black Widow is scary enough, Zombie Black Widow is just straight up terrifying. Coming back to her comic book variant, Zombie Black Widow's story is not as involved as some of the previous heroes, but it's still a gruesome good time while it lasts. So without further ado, be like Yelena and grab some mac and cheese with hot sauce, sit back, relax, and enjoy the full gory story of Zombie Black Widow. Who is she? Zombie Black Widow, like the majority of heroes on this earth, was infected with a bizarre multiversal virus that transformed her into an undead but still intelligent flesh-eating monster. She comes from Earth 2149, but her origins pre-pandemic were very similar to that of her main universe counterpart from Earth 616. Of course, this all changed for the worse one terrible day when Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series ran into the zombified version of the hero called the Sentry at the gates of heaven. The dude tried to combat the creature, but was given a strong backhand through a portal that sent him to this Marvel universe. Knowing he had a cannibal Superman hot on his booty, Ash sought out the help of the Avengers for some superpowered assistance. However, just like the cops in nearly every horror movie, the heroes chalked poor Ash up to being crazy and had Spider-Man web the guy up and take him away. Thinking they had done their good deed for the day, the stuck-up Avengers headed back to their mansion, where they got a distress call from Jarvis about mysterious purple lightning gathering in the middle of Manhattan. Man, I know this is a deep cut, but whenever I hear about weird purple lightning, I always think of that awesome boss fight with Alistair in the first Beautiful Joe game on GameCube. Man, that game really needs a Switch port. Come on, Nintendo, what are you doing, bro? Black Widow then joined the heroes as they fired up the Quinjet and headed to the scene. Upon arrival though, the gang was quick to see that Ash was indeed telling the truth when they came across the zombie sentry in the middle of a crater. The hungry boy then woke up and tore through Widow and the others, completely snapping poor Natasha's neck. Upon coming in contact with the sentry, the heroes at ground zero of the attack were immediately infected with the zombie virus. Colonel America even mentioned that his insides felt like they were boiling. He then puked all over the ground, eyes rolled in the back of his head, and his teeth sharpened, revealing a devious smile. Even Black Widow, despite her head facing the complete opposite direction, got up and played at-home chiropractor by snapping her neck back into place. Man, now gross as that looks, I definitely need my back cracked like that. Lower back has been killing me the last couple days. The now undead Avengers then discovered that after this brutal attack, they worked up quite an appetite. However, instead of grabbing some Chipotle or Domino's, they had a hankering for some raw, organic, non-GMO human flesh. You know, the best kind. Looking at the carnage below in shock and horror, Spider-Man swung through the city streets and tried to save some civilians, all while still carrying Ash in his comfy little web sack. Seeing Spidey as a total buzzkill, Colonel America took to the nearby rooftops and pounced on the webhead, where he bit his shoulder to infect him. This surprise love bite caused Spider-Man to drop poor Ash into a nearby alley, much to the delight of a gang of zombies. Delighted to see DoorDash arrived on time, the hungry heroes went in to eat Ash, only for a quick-thinking Spidey to jump on top of Hawkeye. Still not being fully turned since his spider powers were staving off the infection, the wall crawler put on his best zombie impression and threatened to eat the archer if they tried to take Ash away from him. Zombie Black Widow, falling for Spidey's theatrics, warned the hero not to try that, for she already did, and apparently their fellow zombies taste terrible. You try some barbecue sauce, Black Widow? Nothing makes the Undead Legion taste better than some sweet baby rays. You know, just as Mark Zuckerberg. Insistent on keeping Ash to himself, Spidey argued with the zombie heroes. Colonel America, knowing someone like Hawkeye on their team would be useful, agreed to take the L on this one and let Spidey keep the guy, wishing him a sweet bon appetit. See, even as a zombie, Steve is still so respectful. Swinging to a nearby rooftop, Spidey revealed that he was still human, but not before he had his jaw dislocated by Ash, who sucker punched him, thinking he was a zombie. Much as I love Spider-Man, I still respect Ash so much for this one. Dude is willing to throw hands with absolutely anybody. After snapping his jaw back into place, Ash and Peter then look on at the streets below as they see Black Widow and the others completely eviscerating the New York citizens. It is here that we are greeted to the worst panel in Marvel Zombies history, which is Black Widow devouring this poor dog. That poor little poodle. He didn't ask for this. Those zombies, they gone too far. Natasha, seemingly growing a full head of hair out of nowhere, thanks to continuity issues, then continues her cannibal assault with the Avengers in the city streets. Upon gorging on a group of people, Colonel America is suddenly hit with a dose of remaining humanity. He tells his fellow zombies to stop what they are doing and that they still had time to be heroes and stop this before it's too late. He has Natasha and the others form up and head back to the Avengers mansion so they could form a strategy. Not sure how zombie calories work, but that long walk back to the mansion must have worked up quite an appetite, for as soon as they got back, Black Widow and the others leapt into poor Jarvis, where they ripped the poor butler apart. R.I.P. buddy. Accepting their fate, the zombie heroes at the mansion turn on the distress signal to lure the surviving heroes there so they can infect them as well. Sheesh, it's like Order 66, except somehow worse. Sadly, just like a bag of Burger King fries, all good things must come to an end. Eventually, Nat and the others ran low on that sweet human meat and sat back depressed, wondering where their next meal would come from. They would not have to fret too long though, because like a silver-wrapped candy bar from heaven, the undead witnessed the arrival of the Silver Surfer who came to the planet. Sent by Galactus to scan the Earth to see if it was good enough to eat, the Surfer saw that the globe was good enough and announced to the zombies to say their prayers, cause it was time to go. Skipping the prayers and going right for dinner, the flying zombies attacked. Fighting back against these varmints, the Surfer blasted them with his cosmic energy, but had the high ground taken from him when Zombie Thor knocked him off his board. Not letting this shake his shiny confidence, the Surfer reloaded and kept blasting, while Black Widow on the ground team continued the assault. Despite toasting several zombie heroes, the Surfer's high score would soon come to an end after Zombie Hulk burst in and bit the dude's head off. It couldn't have tasted good. Looks like it would have tasted like a big quarter or something. I don't know, man. I think I need some help. After this, a small lucky handful of fellow heroes got to participate in the space feast, while the likes of Black Widow had to jealously watch. Upon consuming the poor sparkly man, Cap and the rest who got a nibble in realized that there must have been some extra protein or something in this food, for they had inherited the Surfer's powers. Using these abilities to become walking talking George Foreman grills, the cosmic zombies roasted Natasha and the fellow remaining undead, chowing down on their supposed cannibal friends. And that is the full gory story of Zombie Black Widow. She did not have nearly as much to do in the storyline as some of the others, but it was still cool to get to see one of our favorite OG Avengers make an appearance in this bloody story. One of the coolest things about her zombie character was that she was at ground zero of the initial infection, so we got to see her transformation up close and personal, even though it makes you want to puke a little bit each time you see it. I do hope we get to see her character in the upcoming Marvel Zombies series on Disney+. Black Widow's character makes for a great post-apocalyptic survivor, as evidenced in the Ultron episodes of What If, so it would be cool getting to see her abilities put to the test to survive the zombie hero onslaught. More than anything though, I want to hear what you think. Did you know this about Zombie Black Widow? Was there something I missed? What other characters should we cover? Sound off in the comments. Also be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed today's content, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon to be notified of all of our latest videos. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are awesome and loved, God bless, and I will see you in the next one.